And we have this, Alex, tell me it's not true, but it is, this policy, official policy in America, not to ask them if they have them. Obama's just confirmed that he's going to continue to that. So we're saying, oh, great danger to the world, Iran, or they might develop a nuclear weapon. And then we've got this fantastic nuclear arsenal in Israel, of course, who have never been slow in using high-tech weaponry. That's why we had the head of the International Energy Agency, Atomic Energy Agency, this week, saying that the biggest threat to the Middle East is the nuclear arsenal of Israel. Mordecai Vanunu, an Israeli who worked in the nuclear industry, of course, he came out, spoke to a British newspaper, the Sunday Times, I think it was, many years ago now, decades ago,
and got clapped in prison,
and said Israel's got this massive nuclear arsenal, and he was lured to Italy. He was kidnapped by Mossad and jailed for 18 years.
Now, David, we've only got 5 minutes left with you. You said you've got big news for us Monday about the mass awakening that's happening, also the center of the spider web, also your new book coming out. I agree with you. The takeover of the family is the key. If they're able to tell people that they don't have free association,
absolutely the key, because it's what's happening, Alex, is that they're targeting anything that holds people together. You know, I'm seriously not into religion. You know that, but for many people, the church and stuff it's something that holds people together.
So they're targeting
anything that holds people together because they don't want any structure of us coming together. They want to divide us, keep us apart, and keep us lost and bewildered.
But for the first time ever, in major polls, 75% or higher know there's a global banking cartel, know the Federal Reserve's private, know the Bank of England shareholders are private, and so all the puppetry and Obama and Bush and Blair to be the head of the UN and Obama
that's
the head.
Surprise, isn't it? Blair. You know, you've got to be a war criminal before you can be president of Europe, of course.
But the good news is, and I want you to speak to this, is that people now are addressing the shadow government, the private banking cartel, and I don't see that being reversed even by staged wars or bioweapons releases or Tony Blair running Europe. Break it down for us.
Well, it's quite simple. They have not spent 24/7 for decade after decade after decade keeping humanity dumbed down and keeping us in ignorance of what's going on because it's a bit of fun. They've done it because they know we have the numbers. They may have the military, they may have law enforcement, they may have the media, may have all of these things, but we've got the numbers because the number of people in full knowledge and full awareness of what they're doing is a tiny fraction of the number of people on this planet. And what terrifies them is enough of those people waking up and seeing what's happening. It is happening. It is people are waking up in increasingly large numbers, and they may seem to be, all powerful. They're not. They're not all powerful. We're going to see that as the next few years pass. And a part of this breakneck speed of change is panic. They've got to get the lid down before we break a threshold and cross a line where enough people are aware of this to bring it down. And we're getting there. We're getting there. It may not seem like it, and it won't seem like it for a while, but we're getting there, and we will get there.
Yes, but that makes it doubly dangerous for the New World Order and for humanity, because I agree with you. Until about 5-6 years ago, they were arrogant, they were haughty, at least their servants were. Obviously, the cold-blooded controllers behind the scenes are very serious and really tuned into their Luciferian force, and according to their own statements and understood. But even their minions now are scared, which is kind of a negative thing, because now they're actually really working hard, really trying to accelerate it. So it's a catch-22. It's proving everything we said as they announce open world government, exactly as we said they would, run exactly as we said it would be. So that's giving us great credibility. But the time is short because we're under full-scale launch. Give us, in the last minute we've got, David, where you're speaking and what you think the time frame is on this whole implosion.
Well, I'm speaking in Santa Fe. All details on my website, davidicke.com. Just go into the site, and it's right in front of your eyes. That's this Sunday for 8 hours. And then I'm speaking in Phoenix, which will probably be the last time I speak in America for a while because of the way things are going in my life and circumstances. That's on the 17th of October, the Saturday, week on Saturday. And again, I'll be speaking for 8 hours, details on the website. I'll tell you what my time scale is. The next few years, we're going to see this move on, and we're going to think there's no hope. By 2015, 2016, this is coming down. It's coming down, and it's coming down in a most extraordinary way.
We got to end it. Let me say bye to you during the break, and Max Kaiser's coming up. David will be on with us for a full hour next Monday. I'm Alex Jones.
The New World Order beast is genetically modifying your food, mixing vegetables with animals, and now experimenting with viruses. Without a long-term food solution, you will have just two options: starve, or surrender. All canned food supplies will eventually run out. What then? Grow your own healthy food and feed your family forever. SurvivalistSeeds.com is now the nation's largest bulk heirloom seed company. And it's owned by a real patriot, Big John Lipscomb. You can now have an infinite amount of healthy vegetables like a watermelon, a bundle of carrots, or tomatoes for a little more than a penny each. SurvivalistSeeds.com. And now you can go into business with Big John at SurvivalistSeeds.com by becoming an affiliate. See his link at SurvivalistSeeds.com.